Yo, internet, what's happening? Today, we're gonna dive into the cheap 3-valve project. This thing, I don't think the engine bay's ever been washed. So we're gonna clean that up before digging into that passenger side valve cover to change out the phaser. Just like that, got a brand new 3-valve looking in here. Only took me like 10 whole minutes. Rinse, purpose cleaner, degreaser, whatever, rinse, dry. Boom, let's get this thing inside. All right, got the engine harness most out of the way. It's not deleted or anything, that would be way too much effort. But as you can see, disconnecting the trans and engine harness connectors and the fuse box connector. Probably didn't have to disconnect the battery stuff as much as I did, but everything is really clear and out of the way here. So now I'm ready to pull the coils and then pull the valve cover. This all took like maybe 10 minutes total, including the battery. Well, I've been bamboozled by a bad lobe. You can see how divoted it is, which I thought was a phaser. Luckily, we'll see how bad the rocker is. I happen to have a few extra OEM ones sitting around, so I'll put the phaser still in and find a replacement cam on the cheap, and just one little hiccup here. But we'll keep cruising, no big deal. I don't look great. I just remembered, I think I got a set of stock cams from replacing some hot rods from a customer a while back, but I'll look at that later. We'll get back to this maybe tomorrow or something, so we'll see you then. Did a little digging, and I do have, I know it says Ford Performance, but these are actually, I just used the box to store some stock cams I took out of a customer's car. And we'll see what shape they're in to see if I really want to use them or not. And from back when I had a 2010 and a similar problem, had a leftover rocker. So I'm just gonna have to see if the lifter itself is good after that lobe was getting chewed up. All right, so now that we have this lobe situation, either way, I was going to show you how I was going to replace this phaser without taking everything apart in the front. I'm going to try and rotate this thing 156 times to see if I can get the colored link to match up with the R on this phaser, so that in case a mark comes off, because I'm going to mark it either way, and if I line up the colored link with the R that's on another part of this phaser, that in case that happens, I'll have a good reference to put the new phaser back on. Now you rotate this engine enough times, those links will come back in time or whatever. So we're gonna do that and then proceed to wedge it like you would if you're changing cams, and not only mark it as well for all sorts of contingencies to make sure this thing stays in time when we take it apart. So in interest of not cranking it over 456 times, I actually ended up pretty lucky to have the link show up, what, 1, 2 behind the R mark. So R is passenger on Fords, and now I have this little video clip for reference, but I'm still gonna mark this link and also take a picture to keep this thing in time when I take the phaser out. All right, phaser bolt off, phaser off the cam. I'm gonna wait to pull the phaser out of the chain until the cam is off, because it's just kind of in the way. And you know the drill here. If you watch the other video, crisscross applesauce, 1/4 turn at the time, so you don't crack any caps. Get after it. all things considering the mileage on this thing looks really good in here. Like, you'd think it had less than 170K on it. It looks like a rocker arm just kind of locked up and started eating away the cam. I do want to see this puddle of oil here. Kind of concerns me. Like it's not getting drained there or what. I'm gonna pull the rocker, pull the lifter, and see what that looks like. Hopefully we can just throw another cam in here and the one spare rocker I had, and it will be set. All right, haven't pulled the lifter. I obviously pulled the follower, rocker, whatever you want. Finally pulled the gasket because it stays in place. Then oil doesn't get passing on the manifold, whatever, but you can kind of see some metallic stuff in that pool of oil. There isn't anything to drain, but it actually held metric of metal shaving, so I'm gonna do my best job to clean it up, and then I'll pull the lifter. I don't want any stuff getting inside that lifter bore. All right, I think it's very fortunate that that pocket of oil, it basically captured all the metal shavings essentially from getting to the oil pan and anything else. Just dabbed it out, used a lot of paper towel, and then soaked a little towel with brake clean, not spraying that with brake clean, and then continue to get all the metal shavings out. I pulled the lifter out of its bore. It's spinning in the bore, looks awesome. Next one, the one next to it looks awesome. So now I'm gonna see actually what condition these stock cams look like. And luckily I don't have to replace anything else. Look at the journals in here, look really good. The oil looks good. And I'm still up in there if I want to replace the phaser or not. You might as well when you're in here, because who knows if thin metal shavings got in there, so I think I will. And the new phaser comes with a bolt. You can read this part number. It's a phaser kit, and comes with even how to time my throw away. There's the bolt that comes with the phaser bolt. Always replace those. And comes with elaborate instructions on how to actually do this, which is much to my surprise. And also putting that timing mark and the crankshaft where it was is actually where Ford wants you to put it, except they want you to take you a little further and like actually compress the springs, remove rockers and all that BS. But in fact, having this engine time, one of the spokes is at 12 o'clock and there was hardly any spring pressure to speak of, as you may or may not tell in the time lapse. After maybe one lap around crisscrossing the spring, there was no more spring pressure on the cam. Was able to just zing them out, pull the cam out, and Bob's your uncle. So yeah, let's see what that cam looks like, and I'll show you when I get to that point. All right, took the cam out. It's a little more discolored than the other one, but from what I can tell, the scoring that you can kind of see in the video here is super minimal. Doesn't even catch a fingernail. Just gonna lube it up real good and stuff it back in there. But before that, I'm gonna actually replace the phaser since the cam is out. And like I said earlier, it was hard to probably maneuver the phaser out of there with the cam in there. So yeah, just gonna clean this up better. It's got a few little cardboard dusties in there from sitting in the shed for as long as it was. And sweet. That's why I always save this kind of stuff. All right, new phaser placed in, very easy. Line it up with my mark. Again, I'll pop up and put a little video in video here, picture in picture to confirm, so you can see that what I confirmed, that it's still in time. Now to throw my one rocker back in, lube everything back up, and throw the cam in. All right, the new cam is back in. Everything looked great, cleaned the journals, lubed them up. Now I just gotta put as you can see, I slipped the new cam phaser on. We're ready to put that thing back together, probably another half hour, and this thing will be all buttoned up. And see if, it's gotta sound better, right? Maybe I'll put a little clip in before and after when this thing is running. So pretty pumped that this was an easy fix, and I'm more pumped that my hoarding of random engine parts has come to save my ass. buttoned up. Let's see what this thing sounds like. Probably gonna be a little rattle because the phaser's dry and whatnot, but let's see. Oh my goodness. Get out of here with that AM. Like nothing was ever wrong. Damn, I'm smooth. Got a little action here now that I can hear it. Maybe just injectors. Yeah, you can hear on this side too, so hell yeah. Alright, so obviously I don't know much about the car, stock tune obviously and everything and all that, but even just the eyeball tipping, it had like a little bit of a hesitation yet. Check engine light hasn't come back on yet. So I don't know, stock engine. Still not sure what I'm going to do with this yet, so I'm just glad that it's not like crazy noisy anymore. Besides, the injectors are loud as heck. So that'll wrap up this episode of Cheap 3 Valve Things. Kind of listen again. I might just take the driver's side apart and look at it. I put a long pry bar against there, kind of use a stethoscope. I didn't hear anything on the valve cover, but I could hear the injectors. But I still think someone snuck in here. That there might be something mechanical on there, so I just want to make sure. Because if this ever comes out for like maybe a coyote or something, I want to say it ran good with no noises in good faith. So thanks for watching. If you like this video and learn a little more about phasers and our journey on this cheap 3 valve, hit that like button and please consider subscribing. We'll see you next time.